in the direction of somebody or something. We were heading towards the city center. She had her back towards me, getting closer to achieving something. This is a first step towards political union, closer to a point in time. I will be there towards the end of April, in relation to somebody or something. He was warm and tender towards her. Our attitude towards death is different, with the aim of obtaining something. The money will go towards a new school building opposing or disagreeing with somebody or something. That's against the law. She was forced to marry against her will. The school teachers are against the principal, without any advantage. The evidence is against him. Her age is against her. Close to, touching or hitting somebody or something. Put the piano there, against the wall. The rain beat against the windows. In order to prevent something from happening, there is an injection against rabies. They took precautions against fire. Are we assured against burglary? With something in the background as a contrast. His red clothes stood out clearly against the snow. The love story unfolds against a background of civil war. Comparison between two things. You must weigh the benefits against the cost. Check your receipts against the statement. What's the rate of exchange against the dollar? Gone by in time. In past year calculaires. In times past. The time for discussion is past, gone by recently. Just ended. I haven't seen much of her in the past few weeks. The past month has been really busy at work, belonging to an earlier time. Past events. From past experience, I'd say he'd probably forgotten the time. Let's forget about who was more to blame. It's all past history. To or in a higher position somewhere. She climbed up the flight of steps. The village is further up the valley. It's along, or further, along a road or street. We live just up the road, past the post office, towards the place where a river starts. There is a cruise up the Rhine, partly or completely covering the surface. She put a blanket over the sleeping child. He wore an overcoat over his suit. She put her hand over her mouth to stop herself from screaming, or to a position higher than, but not touching. They held a large umbrella over her. The balcony juts out over the street. There was a lamp hanging over the table. Across something. There is a bridge over the river. They ran over the grass. They had a wonderful view over the park. During something. We'll discuss it over lunch. Over the next few days they got to know the town well. She's not changed much over the years. He built up the business over a period of 10 years. We're away over the new year. In relation to something. We have an argument over money. It is a disagreement over the best way to proceed. Is to show that something faces in a particular direction. The window looked out onto the terrace. By means of something. We heard it over the radio. She would tell me over the phone.